Welcome to the Mass TLC Security Community Coffee with program. These videos feature members of our security community talking about one or two topics that impact themselves, their teams, or their company's security programs. I'd like to thank our security community sponsors who are supporting these efforts: Nuance, PwC, Sonatype, and Vectra, and also the Mass TLC Global sponsors who support us throughout everything we do for the year. We hope you enjoy this series.
Hi there, I am Kevin O'Brien. I am one of the security co-chairs for the Mass Technology Leadership Council, as well as the CEO and co-founder of GreatHorn. And I'm joined today by Kathy Teehan. Kathy is one of my security co-chairs, but she is also a senior program manager in information security for Chewy. Kathy, as we look at the next 12 to 18 months, we are going to see massive change in how we work, where we work. In fact, the very nature of work seems to be in flux. And it makes sense given the very difficult year we've all just had and some of the systemic changes that are coming out of the pandemic. And I know for many of our members and information security colleagues, it's bringing about a sea change in terms of how we think about a wide range of topics. I'm curious, what do you see and what are you focused on right now at Chewy?
I think that's a great question. I think you're right. It's been definitely a challenging year. Having everybody sort of suddenly having to work from home has been a big change for a lot of different companies. At Chewy, we've seen, we went from sort of not really working from home and having more of an in the office presence to really having a remote workforce, pretty much 100% across the board, with the exception of our fulfillment centers. So I think that now that, we have a vaccine and there's sort of the light at the end of the tunnel, I think what we'll see is, sort of that continued flexibility with work from home and also having more of a hybrid model. I know from a Chewy perspective, we're planning to go back into the office, but we'll also be allowed to work from home a couple days a week. And, Chewy's got the good fortune of being extremely successful, young, growing company with great, great product offerings to our pet parents and customers. And, we have been growing so fast that one of the challenges we've had is just, making sure, how do we go from, we went from a 10,000 person company when I started about 3 years ago to now we're almost 20,000 employees, and making sure that we have good training and awareness around cybersecurity, making sure that people are aware and understand what phishing emails and campaigns look like, being aware of that because, we are such a successful company. We've had a great IPO. Business continues to grow rapidly that, you become a little bit more of a target from that perspective. So really just making sure that as we have all these new employees coming in, making sure that there's awareness and training. And then also, of course, all of the other security stuff that you have to stay focused on as far as, kind of threat detection, identification, remediation, making sure you have appropriate controls and compliance in place that you have to follow. But making sure that there's always that heightened alert and preparedness throughout the organization, including your executive team and leadership.
Yeah, it really is a human element challenge and compounded with people being remote, isn't it? Well,
It certainly is.
Fascinating to dig into. Kathy, thanks for joining us today, and we'll do more of these in the near future. Thanks very much.
Great. Good to talk to you.
Thank you for watching our Security Community Coffee with program. Once again, we want to thank our security community sponsors for their support: Nuance, PwC, Sonatype, and Vectra, as well as our Mass TLC Global sponsors.